Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is VU3ZAG Suraj here. Today we'll be talking about APRS, that is Automatic Packet Reporting System, and about how to set up a Digipeater using Direwolf. I will be also demonstrating how to set up the hardware. Now talking about APRS, it's an amateur radio based system for real-time data communications of information of immediate value in local area. Also we can upload this packets to a internet gateway, which is also known as iGate server. So let's begin with setting up the Direwolf. I'll be using a Raspberry Pi 4 as its local system, and I'll be using UV5R along with my radio interface, that is HARI interface. First of all, let us open terminal console, and I'll be installing the Direwolf in my Raspberry Pi using this command: sudo apt-get install Direwolf. Simple as that. Once you press enter, it will automatically get the package and also it will install that. I have pre-installed this Direwolf. I have uninstalled and again reinstalling it for the demonstration purpose. Once you have installed, you can see this Direwolf icon. From the start menu. Once you click, you will get a window like this, and if you are seeing this error, that is obvious because we have not provided a configuration file. So this configuration file includes multiple parameters that are required for setting up the Digipeater, including your call sign details, the IG details, as well as the packet details, and much more. So before moving ahead with the configuration file, we need to get a set of details from our PC so that we can easily configure this file. The basic details required are the sound card details, that is a port of the sound card, and also the serial port details. And this is my hardware setup. I'm using UV5R radio, and it is connected to my radio interface, that is HARI interface. We are taking 3 connections from HARI interface, which is again connected to my Raspberry Pi, which is inside this box. So one connection is for USB for PTT control, and other 2 cables are connected to sound card. That is a USB sound card for playback and record. Also, I have connected an external antenna to my UV5R radio. Also, I'll be using another radio for receiving the APRS signal from this master radio. These 2 radios are in simplex mode and are set in same frequency. Now to identify the sound cards or audio devices connected to your Raspberry Pi, I'll be using this command, that is aplay -L. So this will give all the details about connected playback devices or hardware in your Raspberry Pi. So as you can see, it is card number 2. On my previous reboot, it was showing card number 3, but now it is showing card number 2. So actually this will change, so you have to note it down. The next we need to check is the audio listening device. In our case, it will be same as the USB audio. We are reconfirming it, that is, it is on card number 2. Okay, this is a capture hardware device, so it's 2. We have to note down this again. The third thing we need to check is the serial port number, where we'll be using our HARI interface to connect to radio for PTT operation. So for that we need to find the common port details using this method. Okay, so this is a command for that, and you can find it like this: TTY USB 0, and this is the name of that type of serial port hardware that we are using, that is CH341. Okay, and there is also another method to do this. We are listing the serial port devices by its ID. So here we are getting this entire name of this ID. Okay, so I'll be using this method while configuring the configuration file. So here we have this two input details, that is card number of the audio device as well as the serial port ID. Now let's create a new file, that is a config file, and I'll be using nano for that. Nano dire wolf.conf. So here my file is open. Before writing anything on this file, I would like to discuss few details about this config file. So here's a sample file over here. Okay, so this is a sample file here, and it is always recommended to see the user guide before doing configurations, because there are a lot of options that are available in the user guide while you can explore and refer. So I'll just open the user guide also. I'll share the link from where I found this. So this is a user guide. There are a lot of details and methods by which you can use this setup. It's a well documented user guide, so you can easily go through and refer for more information. So this is a sample file over here, and I will try to explain a bit of details that how you can configure and what's the meaning of the things that are mentioned here. First of all, we need to set up the audio device. For defining the audio device, use a command. This a device means audio device, and plug in hardware, that is the hardware details, and here we mention the port details. Show you that is the card details. Just closing this nano. Okay, it's card details. Okay, so here in this scenario it is 2, so I'm updating it as 2, and this one is audio channels. This defines like whether you are using a mono audio hardware or a stereo audio hardware. So I'm using a mono audio hardware, so I'm keeping it as 1. In case if you are using a stereo type, then you can update it as 2 instead of 1. So I'm keeping it as it is. Now next is the properties, the channel 0. This properties of the channel. This channel 0 is actually the Digipeaters channel. Okay, don't confuse it with this audio channel. So channel 0 is the default one for the Digipeater, and we are defining only channel 0 only here. In case you are having multiple devices, you can add them up with channel 0, 1, 2, etc. Here first one is I am defining the channel, that is channel is 0. We will be using channel 0, and in my call I will be defining my call sign. This is my ham radio call sign VU3ZAG. The third thing is modem. So this actually refers the baud rate, bits per second. So the baud rate normally and preferred value is this 1200. So I'll be also sticking on the standard value. And the next one is PTT. So since I am using a serial port driven PTT, this is a command for that. And as I already shown you how to get these details. So this is the path and this is the name of that particular serial port. So I have given this details here by ID, and this is the serial port ID. Okay, up to here. And again in the serial port I want to mention like which pin of this serial port will be using for triggering the PTT. So I'll be using this DTR as well as RTS. These are the supported PTT pins that will be activated during the transmit operation. In case you are using some other device and the polarity is different, you can add a minus sign here to mark this polarity. My polarity stands positive, so I'm not using this negative character here, and that's my setup. In case you are using some other PTT methods that are integrated within your USB sound card, then you can choose these multiple options. For that I would recommend you to go through the user guide for better clarity. Now coming to beacon properties. This is an example of beacon or code that can be used for transmitting a beacon through radio frequency, that is through your radio hardware. P beacon stands for position beacon. So it actually sends your lat and long along with some parameters like this. So here we need to understand there are a set of parameters here like delay, AVD, etc. So delay means it is actually the delay of the first transmission. Like this is actually in minutes. It's 1 minute. And again this second parameter stands for the interval between the two beacons. So I have also kept it as 1, that is it will transmit beacon in every 1 minute. And this is the overlay that is normally kept as S, and this is symbol that we have kept it as DG. So this symbol actually will be displayed in the IG server in case you are transmitting this packet to internet gateway, or if there is some other station that is receiving your RF signal and uploading that into the internet server, then your packet will reflect there as a star shaped. I will show you that later. So this is a symbol. You can put anything like there are a set of rules or set of keywords for different types of symbols. You can use that as per your convenience. And it is latitude and longitude, and this is in decimal form, and this one is the power, that is the power of your radio. This is just for informational input and nothing to do with power control of your radio. And this is the height of your antenna in feet, and this is the gain of your antenna in dB. And here's a comment like what are you trying to send, or any message if you want to send along with your beacon. So I have fixed it like this, and now next one is via, that is a path. So I have kept it a standard path, that is wide 1 to 1 and wide 2 to 1. So this is the basic beacon properties. Now coming to this Digipeater properties. Here we have this command, that is a digipeat, and this is channel input, channel output, a channel, both are channel 0 only. And next one is the internet gateway. So this is a command for setting the gateway of interest, that is IG server, and this is the URL of the particular IG server. I have used this one, and again you need the login credential details that you can easily generate from the website, and this so that say you can enter your call sign here, and you can click the generate passcode. So this is my passcode. It remains constant once it is generated for the first time. So this is my passcode I have entered here. The syntax is like this: IG login space your call sign space your password. Now this packet I will be sending to the IG, that is internet gateway, iGate server. So for that the other part of this beacon details remains the same. I am adding this particular keyword here, that is send to IG. So this will make it transmit to the IG that is configured over here. Okay, actually the default value, like if you don't mention this send to equal to IG, the defaultly it will be sending it to the RF, that is radio frequency, to the radio. If you are mentioning it as IG, then it will be transmitting that to the iGate server. The final option is the logging. So if once you start this Digipeater Direwolf setup, it will automatically start transmitting your beacons on the set interval and delay. So if you want to record it or log it, like what all the details are you transmitting, also if any station has transmitted some beacon and you have received it, then you can automatically log that by entering this command. So this is a log directory. Command is log dir, and you have to mention the directory in which you want the log files. So that is the simple way of explaining this config file. And now we have to copy this thing inside our direwolf.config file. So my game opening this, and I'm trying to copy these details here. Now I am saving this, Control X, yes, please return to this file, direwolf.config. Could not open audio device 02. Okay, it might need a reboot. Let's go to terminal and check the current port assigned for the audio device. aplay space -L. So as you can see, this USB audio device is assigned for card position 1. So again we need to update the Direwolf config file and update this position card to 1. Saving this, Control X, yes, saved. Now let's open Direwolf. Also, I would like to do one more thing here. For the demonstration part, I'll be changing this time period for the radio beacon to say 30 seconds. So this actually 1 denotes 1 minute. Okay, so if I want to go to seconds, the syntax is like this, is to 30. This actually is minute and this is actually seconds. So this is 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'll be reducing it again to 15 seconds and updating it as 0:15. And also I want the beacon in every 15 seconds. So I'm updating it as 0:15. So now my beacon will start at 15 seconds and it will repeat at an interval of 15 seconds, every 15 seconds. So now let's save it quickly. Saved. Let's open. Fine, it's working right now. So it has started. It is trying to connect the iGate servers. Okay, now it has connected to this euro.aprs2.net server. So the first beacon has started. Let me capture and show this in video. So as you can see, the Digipeater is working, and let's check out whether the packets are being sent to iGate or not. So I'm opening the iGate for that. So you can hear the APRS packets in background from my radio. Opening APRS.fi. So this is my station, and this is the Digipeater that we have just set up here. And let's check out the packets, raw packets. I already have under WX APRS packet transmitter, so I'll be explaining that in the next video. So let's check out specific packets of this particular Digipeater. So these are the packets. You can check the time, 16:18, 16:17. Note that I have set the interval for the iGate packets as 1 minute only, so that's why you are getting the iGate packets in every 1 minute, and at the same time the radio packets will be transmitted in every 15 seconds. Also, in case if you are having some issues with the audio device, you can check the audio properties using ALSA mixer. You have to select the particular audio device using F6. Here my device is USB audio device, so I'm selecting that. From that you can adjust the speaker playback, the gain of the mic, as well as audio gain control. The indicates that it's already turned off. If you want to turn it on, you can press the M button to make it enabled. So it is always recommended to disable the audio gain control and here the mic you can adjust the gain. I have kept it as 43. Speaker I have kept it as maximum. You can adjust according to your setup. Once you have done this, you can just escape and you can come back to the previous window. Now I'll be demonstrating receiving part. I'll be using my mobile APRS Droid software for transmitting the APRS packet from my mobile, and I'll be using the other radio that is BF888S as a transmitter, and my setup remains the same for the receive chain. So I'll be showing you this window, and I'm trying to transmit. Before that I need to adjust the transmission interval of this particular setup to say 1 minute to avoid collision. For that I am closing this direwolf first, and I'm opening the configuration file. I'm going to the beacon delay and interval settings, setting it back to 1 minute. Control X, save. Okay, I'm again opening the direwolf. It is connecting to the iGate. So I'll be using this radio for transmitting the packet, and I'll be using this Android APRS for generating the APRS signal. So it will be audible like this. Okay. So this is generated by this phone only. I am transmitting it. So as you can see, the packets with the text Android APRS is showing the direwolf setup. That means it is successfully decoding the APRS signal. Okay, so that's the setup over here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching 73s, and have a nice day.